out about tattooing, it was just, you know, I immediately had a crush on it and was like, this is great, this is something I can do that involves art and I can make money, and, you know, that's what attracted me to it, for sure. Right when I got out of, right when I graduated high school, my parents told me I could go out and kind of find myself, and before I went to college, and I immediately got into tattooing and just kind of took off from there. I was working at a convention in LA. I was living in Miami at the time, and I ideally was planning on moving to Austin. I had a bunch of job offers, and I was talking to Oliver about it because he lived in Dallas, and he was just like, oh, Austin, you'd hate it there. Come move to Dallas and work for me, and here I am. You know, a major obstacle in tattooing is being a female. This was for a long time, you know, a man's industry. So I've always had to face obstacles with that. You know, being a female tattoo artist and being successful in this industry, it was hard. Just like working anywhere, you know, you're gonna have issues with people that you work with. You're gonna get in little arguments. You know, everybody's their own individual person, and working with other artists can be very challenging. But other than that, just your typical bullshit. I think that being in the tattoo industry is a lot like being in high school, unfortunately. So a lot of cliques and a lot of popular people and unpopular people, and that's always been kind of distracting. Also moving and traveling. You know, I'm lucky to be married to a great guy who has just picked up with me and moved all over the United States for my career, and that's been very difficult, especially when you make friends and establish a nice clientele, and then you end up moving. It can be hard. My very first tattoo that I ever got was a koi fish on my right shoulder. I got the outline of it, and I had that for quite a while, and then eventually the more into tattooing I got and the more I, you know, saw how they were laid out, I decided that it probably wasn't, it was small, so it wasn't the best thing to have on a large area like my back, so it eventually got covered up. I'm involved, me and my husband, a lot with animal rescue, so we spend a lot of time doing that. I really enjoy food. I'm a big foodie. I even do a little food blog. I feel like food is so important, and there was a certain point in my life where I grew up and didn't have money, and sometimes we didn't even have dinner. And so being able to afford to go wherever you want and eat whatever you want, I'm become very infatuated with food. So that would be my main hobby. I actually am recognized right now for a specific style that I do. It's mainly black and gray. I do it in color. I like to keep the traditional aspect of having thick lines in my tattoos, and then I do a lot of detailed, very fine line work in it with some light shading. It's not really any particular style, it's my own thing. You'll probably, you know, never see anybody else do that. So I don't know what to call it. I guess you'd call it illustrative. You know, I like it to look illustrated, but I also like to have a really nice organic feel about it with animals and flowers and floral stuff like that. I think it works well on the body. Really, you know, there's a lot of equipment that is involved in it. The most important is your tattoo machine. Fortunately, I have some friends in the business that build them, and I would say the price ranges from between $300 to $700 per machine. Most artists that are pretty well established, I'd say, probably have between 20 and 50 tattoo machines. That's really the most important thing. Everything else is really generic. Usually my clients do their research and they contact me strictly from just doing online research. And when they contact me, They usually contact me through my website or through my email, and that gets directed to my assistant, and my assistant schedules everything. If it's something that's really detailed that, you know, I might need to meet with them ahead of time, they'll come in prior for a consultation, and then we go from there.
She just did my thigh, and it looks amazing. And right now she's actually doing a cover-up for me from one of my first ones. I think they definitely just keep you in check, kind of, and keep you reminded of what you love. The one she's doing right now is the view of my bedroom from my bedroom window when I was living in Italy. So lots of sentimental stuff. And the one that she just did of my thigh is all Northwest flowers and wildlife stuff. So stuff from home.
I think being able to help people be individuals, being able to help people stand out and be who they want to be and help them express that's awesome. I know getting a tattoo when I first started getting them, like I felt awesome afterwards. I felt different. I felt so special. It's like going to the mall and buying like an accessory that you love, but like loving it so much more and being able to hang on to it forever. That's awesome.